Today is Sunday, January 23rd, 2022. I'm Crystal Dawn Hill, and I'm here with a very hoarse voice because I've been sitting up since Saturday night, just mindlessly scrolling through different social media for lack of being sleepy or tired. And what I didn't know is that my guides were trying to get me to find something that I didn't even know I was looking for. There have been many things about this journey that have really fascinated me. But one thing that always stands out to me is no matter how much validation I get, no matter how confident I am in the truth of my connection with my beloved divine masculine, no matter how much certainty I feel that we are each other's destiny, something happens to give me even more reassurance, validation, confirmation, and certainty. Tonight, as I was scrolling through TikTok and YouTube, not really realizing I was looking for clues or that one little piece of positive hope so that maybe I could feel sleepy enough to lay my head down. And it was after 4 a.m. and I finally got that nugget. I was on TikTok and something told me to just start looking at videos of my hometown. And actually of both his and my hometowns, and I almost started with his and I started with mine instead. So I did that for a while and there was nothing on there really interesting. So then I started scrolling through videos of his hometown. And suddenly, there was this one shot of what looked like a cobblestone sidewalk, or it resembled cobblestone, even if that isn't what it was. And the whole area just felt so familiar to me. And I finally realized what it was. I've told this story many times over the years, and it's been many years since the last time I told it. And I became very emotional when I realized that I had forgotten all about this. It's one of the most significant things about my journey that told me that I was on a path to something or someone very special, very unique. And it was something or someone or somewhere that would be the only thing that held this great of significance in my life. And back when I knew this intuitively, I had just married my second husband. We had gone on our honeymoon to Cape Cod. And one evening we were out taking a stroll on the cobblestone sidewalk. And I had this wistful feeling in my heart. And I was very deep within myself, very connected to spirit and the higher dimensions that evening. And I looked up at the sky filled with stars. And I knew, even on my honeymoon, I knew that the person that I was destined to be with was still out there somewhere. And of course, we returned home from our honeymoon and we began our life together. And 4 years after our marriage is when I had my spiritual awakening and really knew for sure that I wasn't married to the right man. And several years after that, when I had my catalyst awakening, I moved out of my hometown 900 miles away. And I just realized tonight, with this other epiphany that I had, that when I thought I was meant to be with my catalyst, and I realized that he was on a downward spiral, and my trying to be with him was putting me in a downward spiral as well. Where I had moved to geographically was symbolic of that downward spiral. It was literally south. And when I realized this, it was very profound, and I became very emotional when I realized it. But what led me to realize this was the most incredible and beautiful thing. And that was when I was on my honeymoon and in Cape Cod, walking on the sidewalk with my new husband. The reason that I was able to connect with spirit and with the higher dimensions and with whom I didn't even know at the time to be my beloved, never even met him, never even knew of his existence. The reason I was able to connect with him in the higher realms that evening was because the town in which we were taking our honeymoon resembled his town so closely. And it was the closest I'd ever been geographically to where my beloved lives. So this is the most assured I've ever felt in my whole journey in the 3 years since I've known my beloved. This is the most assured I've ever felt that this journey's real. It's my truth. It's my destiny. And it's meant to be made manifest in the physical world. And I know this now 100% because how else would I possibly explain that being closer to him geographically could put me in a better position to be able to connect with him energetically. So, even though my voice is hoarse and raspy, and I'm speaking very slowly because I've chosen my words very carefully, and I'm tired, so it takes me a moment to think of exactly how I want to express what I wanted to say. But I wanted to share this message while it was fresh in my mind and in my heart, and I wanted to capture it in the most authentic and organic way, because I don't ever want to forget that moment again when I knew that my beloved was still out there waiting for us to meet. So thank you all very much for listening and for following along in my journey. I wish you all the very best along your journey as well, and have a wonderful day.